Welcome back to Armchair Gaffers, episode 10. You have myself, Walks. I'm joined by SB to the right of me, Scorch to the left.
What's going on?
Jess is isolating at the minute, and we're gonna miss him, I feel. But we're gonna crack on.
Get well soon, Jess.
Yeah.
Get well soon. Obviously, you
We've
know,
overworked him, I think.
some
Too
people,
much.
that's what it is.
Fatigue.
Fatigue.
Yeah. Back-to-back games and 3 games a week. It takes its toll.
It's mental fatigue.
Mental fatigue.
He's only human. But yeah, big up, Jess. This week's episode is.
Sorry, just I was gonna say
No, please.
on the subject of Jess, why I got this celebration in my gob.
Bounty.
Obviously, yeah, like obviously, get well soon, Jess. In all seriousness, get well soon, Jess. We want to get you back. The fans are probably missing you. If you're missing Jess, comment below. Let us know. Obviously, the rules are the rules. Someone's got to win Gaffer of the Week.
Our chances have increased. So yeah, that's the silver lining.
But get well soon, Jess.
Yeah, we'll catch you next week, and yeah, you'll be well rested and ready for another week of football debate, arguments, and horrible hot takes from all of us. This week's episode is brought to you by Savanna Cocktails, the creative cocktail specialist. Thank you, Savanna. These drinks here. Cheers, Savanna. Really appreciate it.
Shit, then I can't even get one.
Look at SB going for the big bottle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we get done. You know, I think I sipped that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know, I get
Wanna-
excited.
Tell them this one ain't gonna last too long.
Flavors.
But yeah, hit Savannah up. Savanna Cocktails. That's SAVANNA Cocktails on Instagram. Or you could hit her up directly at T Savannah, and that's TEESAVANNA. Where do we start, man? So yeah, Scorchport celebrations. Could be premature celebrations, I feel. But we won't stop him from celebrating yesterday.
Oh yeah, well, sorry.
Excited.
Yeah.
Hey, Savannah Cocktails.
Connecting already, yeah?
Connected to the
5G.
Big up yourself, Savannah.
Yo, Savannah, these are connecting.
Yesterday, Spurs beat Man City 2-0. Tottenham Hotspur went top of the Premier League after producing a display of clinical efficiency and tactical discipline to beat Manchester City. Many have described it as a statement win. I described it as moo ball in its finest. For you guys, who stood out? Is Kane in the best form of his career? I'd like to also point out Eric Dyer and Serge Aurier. Big up yourself. Little appreciation section for them too. They take a lot of stick, but yesterday I think they played really, really well. So I'll start with SB.
Yes, go check.
Because I'm sure we could be here all day with Scorch's takes
mate,
on
all
the
day
game.
and
What do you think of it, SB? Off-colour Man City, or do you think this is like a long-term and a deeper problem for
This
Pep's men?
is a deep issue for Pep's men. They look, what's the word? What is the word? Not drained.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they've already got a plan A, and with that plan A, it looks like everyone's found out about that plan A, and they've got no plan B. So they just look stuck at this moment in time.
Do you think that they are missing a striker, maybe?
I think they're missing pace. I think they're desperately missing. They was desperately missing Sterling's pace from the start yesterday. But they're missing pace. De Bruyne's not got runners around him that's pacey, so he's not really putting through the through balls that he would usually do. He hasn't got his runners, so
It's that, you know.
City don't look like City at this moment in time.
I never really thought. Do you know what's mad? I've been saying like, raw. Are we not gonna like speak about Kevin De Bruyne's dip in form? And
Yes, it needs to be addressed.
but now SB's just said that though. It's giving me something different to consider because I'm here concentrating on KDB.
In isolation.
Yeah, but I'm kind of not really taking into consideration. Okay, right, Ferran Torres, that's a new relationship you got to build. You don't have the number 9 that you're used to working with. Like I can kind of see,
But it's not
and
working.
then a little knock in confidence.
Yeah,
It
dip in
start,
form.
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Obviously, Pep's annoying. That's enough. That's is that as well. You know, I didn't really take that on board, to be honest.
So, Spurs yesterday was the first time since August 2014 that Tottenham finished a day at the top of the Premier League, and the first time they've done so after at least 9 top flight games since 1985. I'm going to ask you, Scorch, what do you think the reason is for this, I guess, new phenomenon of Spurs finishing a day top of the league after 9 games?
I don't really know what to make of that. But I'll tell you what I do know. Spurs are definitely moving in the right direction. And I feel like Jose may be more concentrated on trying to give man a stable base to build on. It's like, yeah, like man's got attacking talent or whatever, but if it's not, like I'm starting to see things, yeah, that I feel like I'm seeing another thing built on top of another thing. Like the defense is getting a bit better.
Yeah.
Bit better. And as that gets a bit better, man start to get a bit more
confidence.
Yeah.
I feel like they're buying into Mourinho. That's what I feel like they are right now.
I feel like when I look at the squad, and more often than not, when I look at the vibe of the 11 men out there, and I feel like it's starting to reflect Jose. Like this is not like some inherited team, and I don't want to hear that shit. We're not there no more.
You think he's kind of made his marks on that team now?
Don't get me wrong. I know it's not a case of give a man 2 windows and safe. It's not that simple. But what I definitely would say is this team is more in his image than it was like by quite a distance. And the thing is as well, and I'm not just talking about the players that he's brought in. Like you can see the change in certain players' behavior. Like there's man that I know, as in like I got my ideas of what this player's like.
Yeah.
And they're doing new things. Like the Son Kane link is a new thing. Man can say whatever they want to say. Yes, they play together week in, week out.
Yeah, one of the most lethal partnerships, and that was prior to Mourinho being there in Prem history. But it's gone to another level now.
I just think, see, like before, it was 2 cold players
just playing together
in the same team. Nah, it's man, forget the link was. I'll tell you who had a link. Dele Alli and Toby had a link. Dele Alli and Son had a link.
Yes.
Dele and Dyer had a link. That Son wasn't.
Yeah.
You get me?
I hear you.
So yeah, man. I don't know, man.
A word on Harry Kane. Some people, rightfully so, are putting out the idea that this is the best form of his career. SB, would you agree?
You know what? I think it is. I think he's coming back to the form when he first broke onto the scene. Because he first broke onto the scene, it's like he had pace, he had everything when he first, and then he had about a 2-year dip, about an 18-month dip. Could have been down to injuries though.
Yeah, he's had some
but now he looks like he's got that step back in him and that hunger back in his game again.
He breezed someone out, and I was like,
he outpaced Rodri. Well, he was going away from Rodri.
No, he was. He
has on the court.
It was Rodri. He was looking.
Rodri got
really fat.
Left.
He was looking quite fat and sluggish.
Man handled City yesterday.
But you know what was mad for me? Like when I saw that, I was like, this is reminiscent of Gary Cahill getting treated like dirt.
The Spurs
feels like
Chelsea game
there. Yeah, it felt a bit like that. Like physically, he's in a good space. Good space.
I've got a little stat here. Kane has provided 9 assists in his 9 Premier League games this season, after providing just 8 assists in his previous 3 campaigns, or 94 games combined.
You can't tell me that that's not a new link.
Team player now.
He's evolved,
and I think
which is scary.
We want to buck the trend of people saying Mourinho is this out and out defensive manager, so to speak.
I don't believe that.
I'm seeing an improvement in his attacking players, and you could clearly see it's down to something that these lot are being coached, I believe.
Oh yeah. Like I think that the Son goal where you see Kane goes short,
2 steps forward,
and Son
in between
behind.
both centre backs who were both focused on him and forgotten. Paul from Cancelo, I think, really didn't. He wasn't in communication or in line with his.
But the timing of
but
too quick.
I feel like you're a step behind because all right, cool. Cancelo, like when Kane makes that darting movement in there, Laporte doesn't have time to go, Cancelo, step up with me.
with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Literally a split second.
He's gone short to get feet and probably bounce
good
it.
forward play. I think.
But my man's gone.
A word on Ndombele, because I remember, and I've probably got some chat in some WhatsApp group that we're in somewhere where Scorch says Ndombele is not having him.
Yeah.
Has he changed your opinion?
He's won
Is
me
this
over.
again down to Mourinho, or is this him being given time?
This is Jose.
Yeah, sorry, I keep saying
Jose.
This
Jose.
is Jose.
As he likes to be called.
Yeah. No, let's have it right. When Ndombele came, price tag, all this stuff, and I didn't see anything that I cared about. People was telling me about, oh, this guy's sick. Bro, I weren't seeing it. And then it was poor. He was playing poor. He got he's like, you're one of the things that got our gaffer sacked. Let's not beat around the bush. If there was something there, you got to breathe. Like, you was the things that got brought in to help Poch this season.
Big
yeah,
help.
and he got sacked. Yeah, but anyway,
I needed a real manager, maybe.
perhaps maybe I don't know.
Are we saying Poch ain't a real manager?
That's some young shade.
That's that one.
He's come in. Dele Alli's gone out.
Yeah,
Ndombele's fixed up now.
yeah.
He's got a place for him in the team now. Mourinho doesn't do things. He does things on purpose for reactions, and he's got a reaction out of Ndombele.
It's good to see because sometimes you can crumble, sometimes you can be put up to a test, and you could fall short. Maybe like a Dele Alli.
Yeah, because I was looking back at it not too long ago, and do you remember when Jose came in? Jose's such a snake. When Jose came in,
Breading.
he was breading Delhi, Delhi.
He pokes you a little bit,
Put the battery in his back.
bit of a battery.
Yeah, gave him.
Delhi was
away.
scoring goals, but then you see Jose, he clocked. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're one of them man that's like got ability and stuff,
Yeah,
but you're not really on this thing.
you know.
All right, cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the rope to hang yourself. I'm going to let you play games. And then I'm going to say,
Julie.
if the player it's down to Delhi. Oh, my God. Ever since then, X'd. And the rest of the man them, do you know what the rest of the man them did? They looked around that big superstar Dele Alli, who when Jose got there, Jose himself was breading.
Yeah.
I said, right, if that can happen to Son, I'm doing these runs this way now.
Yeah.
Patterning out right now.
Let me pattern it out.
Lloris ain't gonna have to shout at Son to tuck in anymore. The other side of the coin is Man City.
Yes.
12 points from 8 games is Manchester City's lowest points total at this stage of a Prem season since 08-09. While their 10
Not
goals,
really, when you actually think about it, that's not that long ago.
that's 11 years, and to think they probably won the Prem 4 times in that.
And does
in
that
this period.
does that coincide with when they had the Middle Eastern takeover?
It's around then.
When they started.
It's just after that.
That's
So yeah, while their 10 goals scored is the lowest total after 8 games since
They've
06,
scored 10
07.
goals?
They've scored 10 goals. this
No
season.
goals.
Pep announced his 2-year extension on Thursday.
Amazing, Pep. Amazing.
I was surprised by that.
What do you
though.
think the
Same.
problem is, Scorch? SB thinks that it's a lack of pace.
Yeah, they do look a bit. They look pedestrian.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think to myself, like, am I being boring by saying this?
Mhm.
But am I being boring by saying they miss Fernandinho?
Maybe that might help them in the pressing.
Like, I just feel like whatever it is that they're not good at, I feel like he does, and he assists. He helps keeping the ball. He helps break. Like, bare times, you see, like, City look like you can hit them up on the break. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is what they looked susceptible to.
Fernandinho
saw
doesn't
against Leicester
play
as well.
that shit.
Ousts.
He's not here for this.
The Diaz-Laporte centre-back partnership yesterday,
It's a bit
do
samey.
think-
It's a bit samey.
I think it does need a few more trials or exhibitions for me to really let my true thoughts be known. But yesterday, coming up against 2 forwards in crazy form, they didn't seem in control, and it was kind of worrying if you're a City fan.
Do you know what I think? One thing I noticed was, like, there was a lot of confusion with who picks up Son.
Communication.
Bro, that was killing them.
Without the ball, Spurs were playing a 4-4-2, and Son was on the right hand side, and
Bro.
it was Ndombele and Kane. And
I realised something booky was going on, when I clocked, what? Wait a minute. Why is Son over there?
Mad.
Like, he's not in the middle.
Right.
He's on the right, but no one's moved over to the left either. He's just doing.
No, it was a very, very good game plan. I do want to say that I don't think Spurs played well as such. Didn't control the game for me.
Nah, not slightly.
But it's about the end result.
Yeah.
Mature.
I think
It's a massive win
if
against
you're
a rival.
Daniel Levy, when you bring in Jose, you bring him in for this.
You'll forego crazy performances. Not that they haven't been great offensive performances, but you'll take those on the chin. A 2-0 win with a low block against City,
100%.
you'll take that because it's
30%
in the
I
right direction.
When I like, I feel like Jose now is gonna take this energy and then bounce it back onto the players and say and gas them even more. See, look, when you follow me,
This is what happens.
this is what happens. I'm telling you, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can.
You can do it.
And for me, as a United fan, watching it from the outside, it is slightly worrying to think that this could snowball and become a massive run of form.
They got.
I'm not ready to
hard
go
fixtures.
there though, man.
They got hard fixtures though coming up,
Yes.
so this is a good start though.
Yes.
This
I
is a
tell you
good
what
start.
though, I do feel if Spurs can, I'm not really here for that conversation, but if Spurs can come through these next 5
Yeah.
fixtures in the same ends, just being in the ends,
Mhm.
then things get interesting. But are we not going to talk about City being 10th? They're 10th.
Yeah.
They're not
After-
10th. They're not like games in hand 10th.
After
They're
8
10th.
games, similar number of games played to United.
If they had a fan base, would Pep actually still be in the job?
Oh, 100%.
If they had a fan base.
100%.
He would be under pressure. He wouldn't be getting 2-year deals right now in the form that they're in.
He wouldn't get the 2 year now. No
After
way.
the Leon game as well,
feel
the
like-
Champions League.
The timing of the contract extension it suits both. There aren't any candidates who have
Stand
put
out.
themselves forwards to say, okay, we could pick up the mantle that Pep left or would leave. And also, he's got unfinished business and I'm not sure what his next plan is. So like a 2-year extension isn't crazy to me.
I feel like it's quite a lot of there's not really anywhere to go.
It's we're both at a bit of a cul-de-sac and it's kind of all right, let's just stay here a little bit.
I'll be honest though, I did think to myself, I can really see him at Juve, you know.
It would suit.
And if he wants to kind of rub out the Jose Pep conversation, that's the one he's got to do.
On that, people call it a rivalry, yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw a tweet saying, "Oh, rivalries are usually even." So I looked into the numbers. They have played 24.
That's a lie because
matches.
Tottenham and Arsenal are rivals.
And who is the superior?
Arsenal. That's what we got. Come on, let's be
Fair
serious.
play. I like that. I like
respect the
that.
truth.
They played 24 matches. Pep's won 11 of those. Jose's won 7 as of yesterday and 6 draws. But Pep has lost 3 of their last 4 encounters. So I don't know. Could the needle be swinging in Jose's direction in this rivalry?
I think, yeah, I don't necessarily know about that, but I think the problem is with Jose is given enough time, he will wear down the best of us.
Those who are against him or
Yeah,
with
like
him?
so I remember watching Barca and Real
Yes.
in that time.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't talk about this. Jose ran Pep out of Spain.
That
bro.
might be one of his biggest achievements, winning the
Punching
league
them up on the
against
sideline,
Yeah.
poking man
Poking
in their
eyes.
eyes.
Like, bro, he like at the start of when Jose went there, Barca were moving to them. PK was scoring the 5th goal and putting his hand up, doing the 5. It was muggy, yeah.
was getting silly.
Sergio Ramos was in DM. Pepe was in DM.
Yeah.
Like he was trying
little
things.
red card here or there. Yeah, it was getting silly.
And then by the end of it,
He wrestled.
bro, you didn't know who was gonna win El Clasico, definitely, and the same with La Liga as well. And I feel I know I'm being a bit Jose defensive here, but
He has that.
Oh, no.
He has that charisma. Like he has that effect on people.
do you know what? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for Mythbusters. I got a myth to bust about Jose.
Okay. Armchair Gaffers at home, let us know. Are Spurs genuine title contenders? Should we be worried about City in 10th place? Is it just they're missing a striker? didn't start Sterling yesterday.
Didn't start Winks. See
is-
what's possible without him.
Is Kane in the best form of his career? Let us know in the comments below. The next match we are going to review is Newcastle versus Chelsea. Chelsea won 2-0 at St. James Park. Chelsea's 5th league win of the season left them briefly top of the table ahead of Leicester on goal difference, and that was before Tottenham moved 2 points clear at the summit after beating Man City on Saturday. It was, for me, as comfortable a win you'll see in the Prem. And Chelsea were wasteful, biggest culprit being Timo Werner, although he did come away with a great assist for Tammy Abraham's second goal in as many games, taking his tally for the season up to 3. Got some stats here on Chelsea. 35 goals in 14 games in all competitions.
Brazy.
Yesterday was their 6th clean sheet in 7 games.
And it's Kante.
And that was without Thiago Silva.
It's Kante. It's Kante.
I saw Lampard say Kante was ridiculous yesterday. Reach, you want to elaborate on your Kante point?
Yeah, I was saying at the start of the season, Kante's not looking like himself. He's looking out of form. And I was thinking maybe it might be due to his position.
I thought you was going ham when you were saying that as well.
Nah, looking in bad form. And then as soon as Jorginho's got taken out of the side and Kante's been put in his position, Chelsea's had 5 clean sheets.
I think it's a combination of, yeah.
And Kante's been in form and he's been one of Chelsea's most valuable
I
players.
think, yeah,
recently.
Mendy, Silva, who wasn't there yesterday, Rudiger stepped in, did his thing. But yeah, Kante finding form again definitely helps.
And I
with their
feel
kind
like
of
the
defensive
back four is
solidity.
changing, but Kante's not changing. So
I watched
It's blessed.
parts of it, yeah, and Kante was just like, and he wasn't doing the run and go get it stuff. Yesterday he was actually like shielding with Zuma and Rudiger to either side, and I was thinking, yeah, these men
back.
are enjoying. But then again, Newcastle missed Callum Wilson. Joe Linton and Andy Carroll as understudies in 2020 is not good enough.
Hey, that's what I wanted to ask you.
Not good enough.
This all jokes aside, I'm not saying this to be funny and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, is Joe Linton the worst striker ever in the Prem?
For the price tag, what was it, 30 million?
I think
was
he was
it?
Bro, I
40s
feel like it was
maybe.
in the 4, bro.
I think Joe Linton was in the 40s.
Ashley ain't even got money like that. And
SB.
He's splashing on Joelinton like that.
2 goals the man's come with, you know.
It's
He's
just not good. Yeah, 46 appearances, 2 goals. It's bad. I am, again, as I always say, I feel like I say it every week, big Callum Wilson fan.
What's with these Brazilians that keep getting brought to the Prem and they're just crap? Like we had
They're
him,
not Brazilians.
we had
They're not
we
even
had Wes-
Portuguese.
we had Wesley.
He's from Angola.
Wesley's done his thing, his knee.
What other Brazilian strikers?
I don't
we got
think,
that's
being Brazilian's not enough.
Yeah, them days are done.
Yeah,
It's not
done
enough.
now.
You can't zang me with that
Brazilian
Portuguese.
Talk, anyway.
No,
Portuguese Brazilian.
no, you
Ah.
can't. Yeah, Joe Linton, shocking.
Hey.
Any redeeming features? Do you think? Is there anything there you
No,
see?
no.
Like
yeah.
nothing.
There's nothing there.
Nah,
What's there?
not
I watched him play all season. All he
Nothing.
done was score against Tottenham.
That's
all he done.
that one goal.
1 goal. That's it. I was gonna say though, when I was watching Newcastle, yeah, like, and big up Jess as well, because Jess is a man that really pre-systems. Also, I just want a little shout out, plug. Watch out for Continental Jesses, Mr. Continental Jess. He's got a new feature, a new segment coming up soon called The System. I'm telling you guys, the amount of work that he's been doing getting this ready is, but yeah, for all you real football fans that interested in tactics and all them kind of stuff and formations and systems.
I think they
check
will
that
be,
out.
because some of them comments that I'm seeing, I'm like, I didn't even think of that. I never ever considered that. So it'll be good to
telling
see the
you.
comments on Jess's system segment coming soon.
But I was like, when I was watching the game, yeah, I was gonna hit up Jess and ask him, can you include Newcastle on the system at some point, because I was trying to like work out what it is they're trying to do, and bro, it just seemed to me like kids football. And I'm assuming they had a game plan and maybe, I don't know, they didn't execute it, but they just looked absolutely hopeless and lost. It was like literally win the ball back and San Maximan or
He was wearing Burberry yesterday. It was a Burberry.
Burberry
headset.
went with-
Yeah. He got a
Yeah.
new.
Burberry Max. Either him or the little boy. What's the little boy's name? I forgot his name.
Almiron.
Almiron.
Oh.
They literally just try and gain yards.
Yeah.
Like they just run.
Like his NFL chat to get,
scrimmage,
we
yeah.
need to get up 18 yards up the field.
Bro, mental, and they're running, and of course they're moving at speed. They beat one man. When I say beat, I mean run past. I don't actually mean beat.
Yes,
because there's beating and then there's running across the pitch slightly forward. That's not the same thing. But yeah, they beat one man. Another man comes and they keep pushing into. They're going down blind alleys. That's why man are allowing you to travel.
It's not good. Yeah, that's a problem. When people are happy to pass you on into, and you're obliging and running into a
bro, you're just running into a place where there's no support.
No, it's not good.
No options. The further you go, the further away from help you are. You're just running towards defense. It's bro.
You should
crazy.
pay. You should actually pay to watch Newcastle because they shouldn't really be there for free because they're horrible.
Yeah,
like, they're horrible to watch for free.
Yeah, please don't show them.
But the funny thing
without Wilson. They've scored 10 goals. They've scored 10 goals this season. He scored 6.
Maybe that might have been it.
He's missed the last 2 games, and they
charge him.
Horrible.
Charge Newcastle.
And Andy Carroll as well.
How is he still
playing?
Listen to this one, yeah. Like, and this is, I know it might sound funny, and I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm not really that funny, bro.
He's not.
They was like Andy Carroll. He last scored a goal like 2 years ago, yeah. And I was thinking to myself, what have they been paying him for?
It's like, yeah, if you any other job, you have like a mid-season review, or you'll speak to your manager and they'll say, okay, you're meeting these things, you might need to improve a little bit here. For 2 whole years.
I think the worst thing is, I think it's 2.5 years.
Lowy.
2 and some change.
Like, when I was thinking about it, I was like, I know it's funny. I know it sounds funny, but what are they actually paying him for?
It's bad.
Lowy.
I'm not involved. This is the reason the football bubble is what it is, and in one day it's going to burst when you look at things like that. But yeah, Newcastle, I wouldn't say in big trouble, but it's not looking great. So they need to work on that hamstring.
The worst thing is Steve Bruce was doing a sick job last season.
You were, one of his advocates, and I respected it.
Steve, like, a lot of people were sleeping on the job he's doing. I don't know. It's like,
he's got decent players now, but I'm done with Newcastle anyway. I'm finished with Newcastle. They don't get no more time from me.
I think also, big club Newcastle,
they're missing the fans. They are.
And I think they would not settle for what they're being served up at the minute as well.
Dave with his shirt off in the Blitz.
Middle of winter.
He'd have something to say about this.
I don't think they'd be able to turn in performances like that. So yeah, hopefully we get crowds back into Premier League stadiums as soon as possible. A little stat. Since the start of 2019-20 season, Tammy Abraham has scored 23 goals in all competitions.
Shall we talk about Chelsea?
11 more than any other Chelsea player. I'm going to need Tammy Abraham's respect paid up front.
Go ahead, man. You might as well.
Go on, Dad.
I rate him so much, and I'm seeing little developments in his game, and I'm just mad impressed because I thought he was nearly out the door.
He was.
Because Giroud surpassed him, and Giroud didn't.
He's managed to fight off Giroud.
He's got him out here.
Yeah, he's got him out.
Giroud's looking for a new club and whatnot.
West Ham.
He could probably go do
West Ham.
There. It suits the West Ham style. And I'd just like to say, Tammy Abraham, big up yourself because, you were up against it last year. And Giroud didn't just step in for him. Giroud stepped in and was bagging.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what it is? And I just have to be really honest. Like, I'm not a massive Tammy Abraham fan. Like, I think he's all right. I'll tell you what I do think, though. I think Werner's a bit wasteful in front of goal.
Been said this.
I think he's a bit wasteful in front of goal. I think he's good. And I think what's the thing that if I was a Chelsea fan that I would take comfort in is that he keeps finding himself opportunities to score. Like, I notice every game Werner's on the ball.
He's bullish with it, man.
You know he's going to get a chance in the game.
So, yeah. And I feel like before I see that changing, I see his luck in front of goal changing. I don't see him suddenly, like, it's hard. At this moment in time, you just got to the club. You're just getting to know the players, the language, all these different things, the weather, whatever it may be. Fucking everyone's big, he said. Like, you're adjusting to all those things and you're managing to find opportunities still bare. And I just feel like I see his composure and his finishing and his final ball improving or that changing before I see him suddenly just drifting out of games. Because I'm certain if Tammy Abraham, if you swap them two and gave them chances to Tammy, he's taking half of them.
Yeah.
He's taking like half of them.
Werner seems like taut. Like he just seems like
so tense.
Yeah. It's all a bit bullish. It's a bit rash at times. And I feel like if he just slows it down a bit, but then maybe that takes away from actually how he plays.
There's one goal he scored, he celebrated like mad. It was bare aggressive, and I got
them vibes.
All of that.
It's like raw.
He looked like he was feeling what I'm seeing. But a goal here or there, the goals, because you're scoring. If you was a chief, he would hide behind the goals. Because he's not a chief, he weren't happy with himself because he knows. He knows.
He's got a standard.
Yeah, I like
it's
that.
Good. It's
I
good.
do
It's
like
good.
that.
Chelsea Spurs next weekend.
Big game.
Not asking for long analysis and whatnot. Predictions. How do you see this one playing out? Because they're two teams in great form.
No, SB, you go.
I see a Tottenham win or draw.
Tottenham or the draw.
Tottenham or the draw I'm going for.
How many times has Frank faced Jose now? This might be like
it is
fourth.
This might
be going to be the fifth, innit?
Fifth-ish, yeah.
Because he butt Derby when Jose was at Man U.
Yeah.
And
Tomori's celebrating like fucking forever. I'll never forget the Instagram post.
He done us over. I think given what the team need to do, given what Tottenham need to do to get a result against this Chelsea team, and given where their confidence is at, and given now that Jose's played Frank a reasonable amount of times, I fancy Spurs to get a result. I'm going to put myself out there and say it. And I don't normally do that, but I'm going to say...
They've played each other 4 times. Frank's been on the winning side 3.
Yeah. I fancy...
Lost 1.
I fancy... I'm in the same sort of ballpark as SB.
I'm not sold on Chelsea 100% yet. They've improved, but the teams they've played, they should be beating those teams. It sounds easier said than done.
Like, I feel like Chelsea are getting results that they should be getting.
Like Newcastle, who did they have the other game at home? Was it Sheffield United? He was probably the worst in form.
They absolutely turned them over, yeah.
Oh, we need to have a chat about Sheffield.
But we'll see when they play.
We'll get there. Armchair Gaffers at home, let us know. Every week it seems like I say, are Chelsea genuine contenders? I think next week I'll ask it. I won't ask it this week. Newcastle, how do they improve what they've got going on there? Because it's not great at the minute. Any suggestions for signings? Yeah, let us know in the comments below, and people they should leave out. The next game we are looking at is Aston Villa and Brighton.
Can we talk about potential signings in Barbary?
Yes, I've got added to the agenda. Aston Villa Brighton. Welbeck's first goal for Brighton. The Lamptey show goes on.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was bantering Danny. That I've been bantering Danny because he makes it so easy to just fucking say bare things. You get me? I was chatting shit to one gal about she's a football fan or whatever, and
say Brighton fan.
No, Watford fan actually.
Oh shit, then.
But so we was talking in the DMs about football. She watches ACG, whatever. And somehow we got to talking about Danny Welbeck, and I was like, he's getting another go in the Prem.
Another club.
Fair play to the lad.
Another go. And the thing is as well, he's getting another go at a club like Watford. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really expect them to get relegated. So when he went to Watford, I was like, okay, like he's patterned for a bit.
Yeah.
Couple years.
It was a bit quicker than man, you get me? But somehow, like, I don't know. Am I being harsh, or does he have a good agent?
Oh, I think his agent is doing a good job because he's at clubs where he should be.
But he's also at clubs where, like, I'm also like, yeah, I suppose. But it's mad because he's also ending up at clubs where I kind of feel like, yeah, you could do with Danny Welbeck. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, raw, you got another Prem move. How come? And that's not like I'm not dissing Danny Welbeck. Bro, Danny Welbeck scored bare cold goals. He scored bare cold goals for England as well. I'm just saying, when was the last season that Danny Welbeck was on man's radar?
No,
Living off his Wikipedia.
It's been a
isn't it?
while. Yeah, good. He's got a good pedigree. SB. I myself have some thoughts on Jack Grealish and his recent form. Yesterday, Barkley went off, and some people alluded to the fact that could be why Grealish weren't popping yesterday or wasn't in as good form as he has been.
He needed his smash, bro.
What do we think about his recent form? Because I've got some thoughts. No Barkley, no party.
No.
No Barkley, no party.
I'm on the Grealish train, so
Okay, you're a massive fan. Yeah.
I'm a massive fan of Grealish. So some days he's gonna have them kind of days where it's not working for him. And when he didn't have Barkley, that was just back to reminiscent of Aston Villa last year, where
Him carrying them.
him trying to do everything.
You know
by
what?
himself and
That
everything.
that is it. That is it.
Just back to that. So that's my thoughts on him. But
Walks, I need you to.
Yeah.
I need you to say.
Not sounding like you're with me on
it
this
might
one.
sound it might sound controversial, yeah. And I just want to state
Hot take.
prior to this, yeah.
Hot take.
I like Jack Grealish. I think he's gonna go on to big things. He's not a young player. He's 25, isn't it? He's been around. However, for the amount of time he spends on the ball, yeah, and how teams play through him when he was playing for England, everything seemed to be going through him. Villa, the same. We know the story. Is it out of order for me to ask for a little bit more in terms of better final passes, maybe an assist here or there? Like, is it asking too much?
He does get kicked down so much, but by the time he gets to the edge of the box, he can't even do anything because he's on the floor. But I do get what you mean.
Walks. What's that stat? You what was it you said to me?
It was about playing for England.
It was like 4 games. Or
So
something.
yeah, I've watched him 4 times in the last week. I'd say the majority of the ball went through him. That was against Belgium, Ireland, Iceland. For all of that time on the ball, the obsession with getting him
On the ball.
Like, I just need a little bit more. He played 76 minutes versus Iceland, who are down to 10 men. Sancho comes on for 4 minutes, grabs an assist.
But this is where it gets techie though, because
I think I know where you're gonna go with it.
Because all right, cool. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, oh yeah, Sancho came on and had an impact straight away.
Straight up 4 minutes. I think he touched the ball probably like 2-3 times.
But though, also you gotta kind of look at the work that was done before he came on.
So he's worn down.
Maybe. And even like, let's be real. Even Sancho, we like Sancho here at Armchair Gaffers, but Sancho's somewhat fortunate to be
In the squad.
He's not pulling up any. Do you know how bad it is? This is what I would say about what Sancho's keeping up with at Dortmund at the moment. He's not maintaining the level he showed us. So I'm assuming that's the level that got him into the England squad, because I'm certain that he's not in the England squad for
this season.
What's going on at the moment?
But yeah, that's just my current thoughts on Jack Grealish. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below. I probably am. You're probably gonna slaughter me.
Right, blast him in the comments section.
Come at me, bro.
Because
I
you
just
see
want
what
more
is,
assists and more goals, contributions.
he likes to stay in the safety zone. We say all
Jess
the
ain't here.
mad
I'm
shit.
stepping out. Yeah. Jess ain't here this week, so it's time for me to say I want more from Jack Grealish. That's it. Stat on Brighton. That's only their 5th win in the last 27 matches.
How do they do it though?
It's a bit weird.
They were safe last year. Like,
How do they? That's what I'm saying. How do they do it?
5th win in 27
I like Brighton as well, you
matches.
know.
And they've been grinding like this for a time. They've been grinding since Chris Hughton.
I like Brighton and that.
Yeah,
I
big,
like
big up
manager.
Potter, man. Potter's good, man.
I think he's a good manager. You know? What do we think is his ceiling?
Everton.
The Everton Cup.
No,
That
but
is-
we can't just.
like Everton is, if you're not
Hey.
top 4 brand name.
You see, bro, I've realised it doesn't matter if you're coming from the top down, you go Everton.
Take a stop.
You have to take a stop.
But if you're coming from the bottom up,
That's
go Everton.
no further. I'm sick of it. The Everton Cup, Everton ceiling.
Where do you, as a gaffer doing well at Brighton, where do you go?
Well, the West Ham seat is usually like a 2-year thing.
Yeah.
Is West Ham a better proposition
But
than
he's
Brighton?
in good competition with West Ham at the moment.
No, but
so-
West Ham think they're cold as well.
Yeah, so he's just going to put himself under pressure for no reason.
I think maybe he's a bit too jazzy for West Ham.
You know what I'm saying?
Bit
Like,
too much of a
yeah.
thinker, and he went
Brighton
abroad.
seems
and
right for him.
He's in the right
Perfect.
place, I think, for now.
You don't think he's in? I feel like
Jiggy.
There's more.
yeah. Because let me just look at the table 1 sec. Because what I want to, the problem is the place where I see him excelling.
Hmm.
I can't see how how would he ever end up at Southampton?
Nah, that's what I was thinking.
It's
And yeah,
like-
to
it's
go
kinda
from Brighton to Southampton, that's a bit snaky as well.
It's a bit weird.
South Coast things.
Yeah.
Is how about this one?
Go ahead.
Is Crystal Palace a matchup?
Might
That-
even be worse.
I think that's a decent shout, you know.
Like, it's don't get me
Not
wrong.
bad.
Like, where they're
But then again, that's one of their rivals. If he did that, that's better snaky.
yeah, but that is the
Some
dumbest.
fake.
derby,
What-
the derby.
what is that,
It's
right?
the-
What?
it's the-
Someone
what is
explain to
that?
someone in the comments. Explain to me what the beef is between Crystal
Wait,
Palace
why do
and
Crystal
Brighton.
Palace and Brighton have?
They act
a
like this is
rivalry?
some like.
Bro, man, I
fucking
talking
gladiator.
about some road.
Some
What is the road?
gladiator
Is it a
thing,
road?
some
It's the
fucking
A-
M-way.
Yeah,
I'm baffed.
whatever.
It's not even an M25. It's like the M.
So if you did rivalries like you could link anywhere, any two places in the UK could have a rivalry because there's a road that goes.
Not even the M1, bro.
Yeah,
It's like the
it's poor.
M65 3 or something.
Yeah, it's poor,
Don't
it's
even use
poor.
that M-way, man.
Where does Graham Potter go after Brighton?
Yeah.
That's people.
Do we want to speak on Man United, West Brom? I'm not too fussed.
No, do you know what? Do you know
Depression.
why
I'm
we're
not
gonna
too fussed.
we're gonna speak about it?
You can scorch because
We're
I'm
gonna-
depressed. I'm depressed.
Because I know
man.
what man are trying to do.
Man United beat West Brom 1-0. Bruno Fernandes, 2 penalties. Rightfully, it was retaken. Keeper was way off his line.
Because we did have one of them against us at the start
Yes,
of the season,
David
if I
De
can
Gea.
remember. So
David De Gea.
Hey, as
it's
a ma-
only
as-
right. It's only right.
Who is in goal? Hamer.
Johnson.
Sam Johnson.
Is he all right?
Old Man United
He was
product.
moving mad as if he had a point to prove. And
Yeah.
I get it.
He had a point to prove.
He
yeah.
was moving vaulted.
Like, wow.
Like, I was kind of here for it, but yeah.
Fernandez, made no mistake with his second attempt. The effort ended a wait of 324 minutes for a United goal in the Prem at home. And the last one was a penalty from Fernandez against Spurs on that crazy day.
Pathetic.
Do you know what though? This might sound a bit like I'm fucking, just trying to fucking say something nice. But I'm being serious. Like, I feel like wins like that are the ones that Man United need. Man United need wins that go underneath the radar. Like, it's a team you should beat, however the game's tricky, and you win.
Yeah.
You win. That's it. These are the victories that man can build upon. You can't build upon beating PSG. You know why? Because you can't recreate that.
You're not playing them every week. Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't A, get yourself up, and B, you're not going to buck a team that's at you. That's even good enough to be at you. So these are the wins that man, the joke is, man are going to play more of these games than those games.
Yeah, so you need to win these ones. And that's what I've always said about Ole. Yeah, his top six record is unreal. But you play those teams 10 times a year.
Yeah,
versus
you
the
got
other
10 of them a
20
season.
the other 28.
You
that
know
you play.
what I'm
So,
saying?
yeah.
Get him out of our club.
I want to know though, man. I really need to get to the bottom of why Donny van der Beek isn't playing.
SB.
Mate.
He scored in international duty as well. Again.
For someone of his quality and his schooling of football, I don't understand how he can't be fitted into that team.
Who does he replace for you from the starting lineup? I think there's someone who I saw someone mentioned yesterday.
Matic was bleeding yesterday.
I
but
heard
I wouldn't
people
even say
say
Matic. But
Matter. I heard
oh
something.
my
Yeah.
gosh, I forgot. I completely
You erased
my
it from your
God,
from
Matter.
your mind.
I
How is
didn't.
this old man still catching a living at United?
Yeah, I find that harsh though.
I've
man.
got a good article on it, and it's about Mata can build up play from that side of the pitch, and it gets Bruno Fernandes.
With who? Wan-Bissaka?
It gets
With
no, he
Wan-Bissaka?
comes off of the wing,
Oh.
and him and Bruno can do this little chemistry thing, and it gets Bruno closer to the goal. I'll send it around. But
Mate.
it's a theory.
If Matt is struggling like that against West Brom, who can he play against?
Yeah.
You lot are bad mind, man.
He's tired,
What,
and we gave him a 2-year extension.
You know,
like
that's
club
one
ambassador.
matter. You know, that's one
I know.
things. You know,
Yeah.
he's a winner.
Chelsea's player of the season.
He's a
when they won the
winner.
league,
His
yeah.
legs have completely gone.
He's still got a touch. I think for games at home against West Brom, I think that's where you can. If you can't do
You
it
know,
against West Brom at home,
Yeah, I get you, but that's the thing. We're not even pinning these so-called West Brom teams
they had a
back
couple
to
shots.
even to have Matter getting involved
what you're
into
saying.
smart positions. Like we've got him playing like right wing, dropping back, trying to help out, like trying to get them on the counter attack. Like
I've got another. I've got a question though.
Mad.
Separate one.
You guys
Separate question though.
impressive.
Totally separate question. Are we gonna talk about West Brom this season, or are we just gonna wait until they get
nah,
relegated?
just wait until the 38th episode or something.
It's tough, man.
Hey, SB, I feel so bad.
It's tough
It's tough.
Like I'm gonna just be so honest with you.
for the baggies at home.
Like, I watch. You see, Armchair Gaffers is here today, yeah, because we like football. Like, we love football.
Mm-hmm.
We watch bare football. It's not. We started a football podcast, so we're watching football. No, we watch bare football and we talk about it, so we're doing a podcast. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like, it's not even like I don't like West Brom. Like, I don't even have an opinion on them.
Uh-huh.
I can't really tell you anything about, like, bro.
My brethren plays for them, but that's about it.
And
Bro,
you don't even want to talk about that. Like,
Nah, because he gave away the pen, but it was a bit of an injustice yesterday to him. So
yeah,
shout
yeah,
out
yeah.
down, but you know what I mean.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, I want to have an opinion on them. And I even want to have an opinion why I think that they're gonna go down, but I don't.
There's nothing there.
I just don't really have anything.
Yeah, the result leaves West Brom, who were without captain Jake Livermore and defender Kieran Gibbs because of positive corona tests. It left them still wanting their first win of the season. They have lost 5 of their past 6 Premier League away games, failing
Bless
to
'em.
score in 4. It's Carlin Grant, Robertson. I don't think it's not clicking. Dean Garner as well. Not pulling up any trees. West Ham probably don't care about him at the minute.
They don't.
Noble lost his place for that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't come back now.
Noble got on the pitch today though.
Did he?
Last 3 minutes, I think.
It's out now.
Fair play, man. It's more than previously.
See Declan Rice. Are we gonna speak about him?
We got that next.
Okay, cool.
Declan Rice. I don't know if you've noticed
Seggy.
the product placement.
Segweezy.
We have a signed England shirt from Declan Rice, and
And can we
talking
insert
about for a while.
previously on Armchair Gaffers? The hints were made right about.
yeah.
With the rice.
Yes.
So yeah, this is what we're talking about. A lot of rice. So yeah, it's a signed England shirt from West Ham's current skipper,
The man himself.
current
himself.
player of their season. I'd say
Yeah.
he's performing above expectation, and I guess watch this space. He might not be there much longer.
Can't wait to see him at Chelsea, man.
You're not supposed to speak on that. The Hammers are gonna cane us. But yeah, West Ham won today against Sheffield United 1-0. Seb Haller, superb strike. It consigned winless Sheffield United to another Premier League defeat as West Ham moved into the top half of the table. The Blades, who have lost 8 of their 9 fixtures this term, stay bottom of the table while West Ham climbed to 8th. The Blades were 9th at this stage last year.
8 out of 9 games.
SB, do you think Chris Wilder is one of the best managers in the Premier?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, he actually needs his fans. He needs his fans.
Fam.
He needs the fans. I don't know if it was the fans that was giving them the energy last year
Uh-huh.
to do all these runs from centre back to striker
Yeah.
and that. But right now, it is looking
It's tight, man.
mad.
1
techie.
point from 9 games.
Alright,
Scorch,
bruv.
do you see them surviving? Is there anything there? Any signs of life?
Scorch his guy.
That's my guy. Man.
It's his brethren.
Sometimes if a man's not from your end, you know what I'm saying?
Are you distancing yourself from your
Well,
previous
he's not
thing?
really from my ends. You get me?
Social.
I only really know my man
You
from
say
last season.
You're
You get me?
distancing, yeah? Cool.
Nah. Do you know what? I'm gonna just keep it 100. And I know I've spoken previously about their recruitment, but I think when I look at Sheffield United, the very thing that made me feel like Chris Wilder was such an exceptional manager was I was looking at these players. I was looking at this team full of players that nobody really cares about. When I say cares about, I mean like at the upper echelons of football. Obviously, there's room for them in football, but yeah, like the way they were performing didn't make sense. Like they were performing way better than, like, you don't want any of them players in your Premier League squad or in your ultimate teams team.
Yeah,
you don't want any of them.
You're not bringing in Egan.
You're not bringing
Basham.
Fleck.
You know,
McBurney.
You're not bringing in these guys. However, last season they all just managed. They were all together, and I look at it this season, and all it is to me, I just feel like I'm looking at games where the better squad is winning. Like, I just look at
you think it's just simple as that? Yeah.
To me, it looks like, okay, last season, if we're being real, last season your tactics caught people cold.
Yes.
They didn't respect you because they didn't respect your players. There was nothing to be frightened
No brand
of.
names.
Nothing whatsoever. You didn't care about them, they didn't care about you. Except you tactically were cold.
Yeah.
Now, this season, they're better than you and they're up to speed tactically. And you ain't had good recruitment.
Yes.
And they probably have improved.
And they've lost a couple of players, Sheffield United as well.
And you're not necessarily together because there's weird stuff happening. Like, bro, could you imagine last season Lundstrom not starting? Or Ollie Norwood not starting? Like, I don't even know the names here. Like, bro, I look at it and I'm like, I'm looking at it, yeah, and I'm like, you need to stay in the Premier League, so you need what, about 40 points? So we're gonna say what? We're gonna need double figures from someone.
We spent 25 million on Ryan Brewster.
So I look at Ryan Brewster.
Great pass today, and Ollie McBurney should have scored.
That pass was exceptional.
It was.
Just didn't finish it. Yeah.
But Ryan Brewster, Ollie McBurney, and David McGoldrick. I don't feel certain that between all three of them, there's 13 goals there.
Yeah, that's a push. Yeah, double digits and that. Yeah,
13 goals. I'm not too certain, and I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it to be like. I'm not saying it to be. I'm not like trying to bag. I actually had Chris Wilder down as the second best manager in the league, and I put my neck out. I took a risk, and guess what? I won't be doing that again.
No more.
I won't be doing that again.
Sheffield United. Yeah, you look. Keep your heads up, man. 8 losses from 9 games is not looking good. If you extrapolate that across the season, yeah, you're looking at 4 points.
They're done
by the end of the season. It's tough, man. Finally, before we wrap up this section of Armchair Gaffers, Leeds versus Arsenal.
What did I tell you, Arsenal
0-0 draw. Pepe sent off for a headbutt. Leeds very wasteful. I think it was 20 plus shots. I think that it is a great point for Arsenal
in this current time. When you watch the game, when they had 11 men, Leeds was battering them when they had 11 men.
Yep,
all over them.
The joke is, yeah, the Pepe sending off, I feel it damaged Leeds.
Yeah,
because
that's often the case, you know. When teams go down to 10, it's like
sometimes it gets techie. Because what I feel is, so when it's 11 versus 11 and Arsenal are doing the things that they normally do, Leeds had the answers for it.
Mm-hmm.
Then when Arsenal are doing new stuff now, it was like, oh shit, what do we do?
Yeah.
Like, what do we do?
Aubameyang played down the middle.
He's bleeding.
As people have asked for a while. I know for 40 minutes of the game, they were down to 10 men. Granted. What do we think of him down the middle today? Or was the circumstances or the environment not ideal?
I got a sicker question. Yeah, sicker question. Even sicker. That's a sick question. Sicker question. When was the last time, and taking the question, not score a goal. When was the last time you saw Aubameyang play good? Remember, you can play good without scoring a goal.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw Aubameyang play good?
I'm going to say something, because I don't even think I've seen Aubameyang score from open play since maybe the first game of the season when they played Fulham.
I think that.
Against Whipping Boys Fulham.
He's bleeding, man.
He's in a bad way.
Bad space. Yeah, prior to the game today, he's had 10 shots on goal.
You know what I was thinking as well, yeah? By the way, I think Saka's injured big problem.
Yeah, it looked like a serious,
Looked
look
like a
a
knock.
semi-serious.
I feel almost as well, yeah, like, and I don't know, I need to talk to Jesse about this, and maybe big up Ahmed as well, big up Abs. I need to kind of talk to some football minds about this, but I slightly feel like Saka doing so well in that section of the pitch, it's kind of fucking up Aubameyang's thing. Sounds mad, but if you think about it before, Aubameyang often would occupy that same sort of space, cut in.
Yeah.
Like, he would often come into the game via that side of the pitch, regardless of whether he's playing there or not, you know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And I'm not saying, when I'm saying fucking up Aubameyang's thing, I don't mean directly. I just mean he's in that same space that good things, I've seen many good things come from you.
From there.
But he's doing his thing, so that's, you know, like, we can't say that it's not.
And I guess today Saka didn't. He come off the bench and then got injured.
Injured.
But it's
It's bleak for Arsenal right now, man. How Ozil's not getting into that team? Willock.
Some of my mates tell me that you can't even like Ozil. You can't mention him. He wouldn't change things because prior to him being sent to Coventry or wherever he is.
So Willock and Reece Nelson's gonna help things then. Is this what?
Can we take in Reece Nelson's delivery today?
Why was he on?
He's taking deliveries for Arsenal.
I was surprised. Like, I was like, oh, I didn't know you was. I ain't seen like.
Then the socks were low. I was like, cold.
Dire times for Arsenal, man.
I was like,
dire times.
But though, another thing I wanted to ask, is Tierney good? Is he any good?
Bang av is what I'll say.
I think he's alright.
I'm not sure what the amount of chat and the amount of people clamoured for him prior to him joining. From what I've seen, I'm like, he doesn't deserve the airtime that he gets. To me, not even close.
To me,
that's just.
I don't like. Tierney, I wish you all the best, but he looks like a bang average champ player. Like he's not got insane quality. Cool. He's not a mad athlete either. So why are you like, normally when you look at left backs here, even if they're mad, like you know, like you got like a Patrick Van Arnold,
Chilwell.
But you know, like you get left backs here, and like they're normally extreme at one thing. Whether like they've got extreme sharpness or they've got extreme
trick
tech
in the bag, Masuaku.
Something. By the way, Masuaka's feet are getting more dangerous by the
He's just experimenting, man. Big up that guy.
But yeah, like I look at Tierney.
What does Tierney excel in? Which area?
And he's got short legs.
He's got
short legs in the Premier League.
Is that what made him break his neck the other day?
He's got the clip over to Aubameyang into space. That's what I see him do a lot of. But yeah, Bang Av, I think he's more of like a cult figure. Right, won loads of stuff at Celtic, big character. Came to Arsenal. He's used to. He's a winner.
Works hard.
And stuff like having a Tesco bag instead of the Louis Vuitton wash bag. It shows that he's got a bit about him, and he wore the hoodie and the like merchandise shot, and it's like Tierney the road.
But he looks bang average.
Arsenal fans, hit us up. Let us know what Tierney excels in. Have you been happy with your signing of Tierney?
Last thing, sorry. Remember what we were saying about oh yeah, I
put up the right. Oh no, you guys can talk anyways, fam. I'm just
but yeah,
my thing.
See what we were saying about Sheffield United. I feel like it's the exact opposite at Leeds. So for me, that was like my measuring stick of how, like my thing of how I worked out who I thought was exceptional managers. It was Bielsa and Wilder, and it was both of them for what they're extracting out of their players. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't care about any of Leeds' team. I don't care about Alioski.
Don't care about Calvin Phillips?
Not really. I like him. I like Calvin Phillips.
Bamford.
Don't care about Bamford.
Ailing.
Don't care about Ailing. I don't care about Stuart Dallas. All these man. Like I know these. Some of them I know them. You know. I remember you, man. You know, from when you had that. What's his name, Massimo, whatever. The old chairman.
The
old
Italian.
owner, crazy guy.
Crazy,
I remember all of you, man, from when you had Gary Monk and them, man. Bro, I've been watching you, man. Kamar Roof and them, man. Yeah. I look now and I feel like their thing is the exact opposite of Sheffield's thing. I feel like Bielsa is getting even more out of these man. And do you know what I rate about Leeds? They back their quality. Like, they back their quality. See, like, they'll be playing out, yeah? Centre-back goes to the fucking... Centre-back goes to the full-back, gets it back, then he punches it into the centre-mid. But the centre-mid's got a man up his arse, so he plays it round the corner. But he's playing it round the corner for a man who's going to play it round the corner. Because they're all being pressed.
They're gone, though. They're going that way.
And the window, they got about... The spaces that they're playing these passes through is like a yard... You got about a yard worth of space to get this wrong or right, and they are punching it. Slap.
I respect it, man. It's
and I don't know if they do that if
at breakneck speeds, man.
Someone else is the gaffer.
No, you're very right. But I think teams will go to Ellen Road this season and definitely drop points. So Arsenal to get a point with 10 men probably should be commended.
Wait, how many times did Leeds hit the post today? I counted 3.
In my head it was like 3 or 4. Yeah, Bamford was very, very unlucky.
So wait, hold on 1 second. Leeds moved to Arsenal, but just didn't win.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because that's how I saw it. I saw it as you are moving to them.
Yeah, it was mad. It was bonkers. But yeah, big up Leeds, man. Still no win in a little while, which is probably annoying. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out in their forthcoming fixtures. Quick word on Everton. Big up yourselves. DCL, another brace. Fulham. It's looking horrible for you lot. Any words on Fulham or Everton?
Fulham might be in a worse place.
They're bad, man.
Than West Brom.
They're both bad. They're both bad.
They don't deserve it.
No. Who's worse?
What happened when they played each other? I think it was 0-0, wasn't it? Or 1-0?
I'm leaning towards West Brom. Ruben Loftus-Cheek came off the bench, scored. He definitely should be starting for Fulham. I feel just off clout alone. Yeah. So have a word with Scotty Parker and start getting these games, bro.
Oh, question. Did Lookman play?
Yes. Played all right. And the final whistle went, when all of the Fulham players had pushed forward. They're 3-2 down. It's 95 minutes. Comes out to Lookman. Could have swung it in. Took an extra touch. Took it out his feet on his left foot. Boomed it into behind the keeper. That's not the note you want to end on. Lookman. But that's the end of our Premier League reactions. Catch us tomorrow for our second installment of Armchair Gaffers this week. Peace. Also, this section, we're gonna have to do, edit pending. Just edit. Edit pending. Dan, do you want to just give it a little promo? This episode was brought to you by Savanna Cocktails. Unbelievable techers from Savanna, the creative cocktail specialist. Yeah, hit her up on Instagram. It's Savanna Cocktails. Get yourself. Yeah, we've got the big joints, but then you also got the little pocket joints if you want to. This has been Armchair Gaffers. Catch us on our second installment tomorrow. Peace.